All right, we're back at it. We're gonna tie up some jigs going to my cousin Chris Ritchie. These are gonna be going to Kentucky, my home state. He requested some pink ones and then some other ones that I like. So I kind of like getting those orders like that where people say, "Tie me up what you like." And like I said, there's what else you gonna do at 2 o'clock in the morning? So we're gonna start just like I always do. Good thick thread base, a little bit of glue on the shank of the hook. Wrap it all the way up. Pull your tag end up. Cut it off right there. And we're gonna do like a pink body and a white tail. And this is the material we're going to use for the tail. And I don't know how good it shows it, but there's one side of them that are almost really reflective. I don't know if that camera picks it up or not, but it's not like just a pearl. It's kind of got some kind of flash in it. It really stands out. I didn't realize it was like that when I bought it. I thought I was just getting white material. Then I realized after I tied them up that there was it's kind of reflective or something. It's kind of neat. Shows up really good. Let's see, we're going to add a piece of red flash in it. And we're going to double it up. Pitch it right there at the top, and then we're gonna cut that loop. And we're gonna use one piece. We're gonna double it down. And we're gonna cut that loop. So that way when I tie it on, there's I really shouldn't have cut that loop. I don't know why I done that. But we're gonna put it right there. We're going to tie it down. And like I said, at 2 o'clock in the morning, you ain't got nothing else to do, so you might as well turn YouTube on, watch somebody else fish. Tonight I'm watching SK's Crappie Fishing Adventures. I don't know if you've ever watched him or not, but the guy's full of knowledge when it comes to crappie fishing. Vertical jigging, spider rigging. Real good at explaining his electronics, where he's fishing, why he's fishing. Subscribe to his channel. It's SK's Crappie Fishing Adventures. Alright, so we're going to, like I said, we're going to use a pink body. Start right there at the head, just a little bit back from the head. We're going to wrap it all the way down really tight. Right to the tip of the hooks, which is right there. We're going to go all the way back to the head. You know, I don't really have to do that. A lot of people will start with their body right here and work it up to the tip. They'll tie it down, get here, but I like the way it makes the body a little bit thicker. And we're going to wrap that on as soon as I get all my stuff on the right side. But Chris, when you use these, it's the 32nd ounce. I would go with 4-pound line. I would tie this onto my line about 12, 18 inches above it. I would put a little bitty float. And I would just throw it out and just kind of twitch it back towards you real slow. Then we are going to finish that right in that drop of glue. You can see that drop of glue I put on the head. So we're going to pull it down. Get our V in it. Let's see how it pulls that glue down inside there. So that way I know there's no way that knot's coming undone. Then once I get all the glue pulled down inside of it, then I finish my knot. And we're going to cut our extra off. Let's see. And that's what we got. That will catch crappie. I'd almost bet everything on it. You throw that out in a pond, little bobber above it, twitch it back to you. That jig will catch crappie. So let's tie him up one more like that. And like I said, we're still using Patriot baits. We're using his lead heads. And you can see how good they shine. It's a nice powder coat. It's even painted. And it's awesome that I got them and the eyes are clear. Check him out. He's got a Facebook page. He's got Instagram. He's close for me. He's right here in Bolivar, Missouri, but I've seen he ships out all over the place. And they're definitely a durable jig head. That sickle hook is super sharp. Check him out on Facebook, Patriot Baits. So, like I said, what else do you have to do 2 o'clock in the morning? Right there. Cut thread off. And we're going to put the body on.
Just missed one. I mean, if you're not paying very close attention to those rod tips, the fish are not aggressive. So you have to pay.
We're going to wrap it. That first wrap I do is a little bit loose, so that way I can kind of turn it, straighten it back out a little bit. That way all my tails are even right across the back side of it, and we're going to run it all the way back up. And that strands a whole lot tighter than I put on. I got a little loose, couple loose pieces here I want to cut off. And let's put our flash in it. Like I said, I cut that loop last time, but you don't have to. The best thing to do with that loop, pull it over top that lead head, get it up around the eye, and wrap it. And when you wrap this, you want to kind of hold it to where both strands are on each side of the hook, and that way it's kind of running out even down at the bottom. And we're going to wrap it all the way back up. And now we're ready for the body. Like I said, these are headed to Kentucky. That's where I was born and raised. There's some good crappie fishing in Kentucky. My favorite was Rough River Lake. We caught a lot of big crappie out of Rough River. And then, of course, there was ponds I like to fish, some streams, creeks. The Ohio River, that was a good spot. Everything that swims was in that Ohio River.
And that's what I've been doing. It's been working out pretty good for me. And I got 2 of my Denali's 12-footers in the boat, and since I haven't gotten more of the 12-footers, I got 2 of my old B&M's in the boat.
Well, like I said, Chris, 4-pound line, 6-pound at the heaviest, a bobber a foot, 18 inches above it. Just find a dead tree, find a shady spot on that pond, twitch it back real slow, and you'd be surprised what you actually catch off these little jigs. You know, it ain't gonna be just crappie. You're gonna catch the occasional bass. You're gonna catch plenty of bluegill on them. But it's a good jig. It's a quality jig. Hand tied. Right here in the state of Missouri. Lead heads come from right here in the state of Missouri. Nothing's from China except for my material. That's it. I don't care what you say, but that's a pretty jig. I'm jealous. I like to keep those. I ain't even got no good ones for myself. Every time I tie a good one, I end up sending them off to somebody. I got all my seconds, all the ones that wasn't sure if I want to sell anybody. But those are good jigs.